You're now listening to the Garage Guys Fantasy Sports Podcast.
Garage fam, welcome back to another NASCAR race recap presented by Shitty Coolers, presented by Inside Tailgating, presented by the American Cornhole League, and Duke Cannon, big ass brick of soap. Got a lot of cool people. Also, shout out to Dale, not Dale Tanhart, Dale Earnhardt Sr. That is Dale's car. It's here. Shout out to Little Dale, Coca-Cola Dale, Big Coke Dale, and shout out to Smoking Joe's Racing, Jimmy Spencer Special, Matchbox. You know, I picked this up in Dover. It's probably one of the coolest finds. One of the coolest finds that I've been able to come across. I had to have it. You know me and my nostalgia. Does it ever get old? That's the question. Cash Money Records, breaking over for the 99 and the 2000. So much to talk about so that I can completely bypass the fact that I lost a shitload of money today. But that's besides the point. We're going to talk all about it. Kyle Larson, goddamn road king right now. Chase Elliott's crying somewhere. Bill's boy is I'm sure he's happy, realistically. But I have to exaggerate sometimes. Sometimes I just need to kick back, relax, And for the first time ever on this show, I'm going to reach in here in my shitty cooler, and I'm going to pull out something that you guys may or may not have been seeing me with on the tour. And finally cool, like just going in with it. Budweiser Zero. No, they're not a sponsor. But you know what? It's 0% alcohol. It's not 0.4%. It's great to have some beer again. And they actually make a product for people that want to be sober like myself. So it's a pretty incredible thing. It does taste good. I'm just a big beer guy. I like the taste of beer. Huge shout out. Struggling with drinking. You have problems with alcohol like I did. Sorry to get a little weird on y'all, but Budweiser Zero, go get some. It is incredible, great taste. Literally love it to death. And I'm going to drink one. Cheers. So cheers, Garage fam. Let's dive in. Toyota Save Mart, 350 Sonoma Raceway. The day started out great. The bets were up. If you're a Garage Guys premium member, you had probably backed what we had. I know that Dale was a little bit different than Chef and I today, but one driver in common that was just absurd to me was Kevin Harvick to win. The odds were great. Don't get me wrong, plus 1,400. You never know when the man's going to turn around. I thought the same thing. Me and Chef both took Almirola over Custer. For a good while, it was looking like it. Everything was looking great for that matchup, and then that went to shit. Reddick, top 5. Thought he was going to be able to hang it out. That was my one top 5 bet that I had. Shit the bed. And then I had Truex and Kyle Busch as my to-win bets today. I had 2 units on each of them. Big oof. Big oof. They were right there at the end. And then I know that Chef had KFB, Truex, Harvick, and Dale had KFB, Hamlin, Harvick. So it's kind of some interesting things coming out of all 3 of us. I decided this is the first time in my life that I've ever bet just 2 drivers to win a race. I was so sure one of those guys were going to get it with JGR. Kyle Larson starts on the pole, rips the fucking track to shreds with the fastest car of all time. The 5. I should have known better. Terry 2-time energy, right? Should have known better. We all should have known better. But it is what it is. A lot of people were like, oh, Chase Elliott's got this in the bag. I was one of them. I had him a lot of DFS lineups. I was really big on Chase. And then the next thing you know, Bam Bam Boogie uh couldn't get there. Couldn't get there. And I wasn't going to bet on him anyway. It was like plus 250, I think. I think he was like plus 150 on my book. And I was just like, can't touch it, can't do it. It's just not worth it. And to anybody that did bet on Chase Elliott today is probably not very fluent with betting, which is why you come to us for our premium product, which sucked balls today. And I'm not afraid to say it. The product, the rankings, they weren't so bad. We had, I think, one of our guys in the Discord actually did bag attorney, which was always great to see. At least that was something that we had collectively as garage guys, together as garage guys inside of the Discord. At least we had that. So at least there was one victory. If one of us wins, we all win. That's the way that I look at it. It's a group effort. It's a group deal. Chef Drew, Chef and Dale and I, we're the guys that are trying to give you guys all the insight. But there's a lot of education and a lot of learning going on in that Discord, and people doing the damn thing, and we love to see it. And that's what we're here for. We're a community. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. So shout out to everybody in the Discord. And remember, the Discord's free. It's free. A lot more going on in there than just NASCAR. Promise you. Promise you. So just going to look over the race a little bit, talk about some of the lines. And then, of course, before we do roll out of this show, I got a couple of voicemails that I'll play. Don't know how well it'll work because I'm using this headset. I'm in the mobile garage. I don't have my mic set up, so we're going to try our best to make it work. And it'll be my first time listening to the voicemail. So I have not heard them yet. We'll get to answer them. We'll go through it. And you know what? Fuck it. For the first time, we're not going to sit here and talk about this race and break it down. We're going to go straight to voicemails. First time listening to them. First message, pretty sure it's from Wes. So let's see what Wes has to say.
That garage guy intro is long as fuck. But hey, it's whatever. Alright, so first off, this is Wes, garage guy. Everybody knows I'm gonna call in and bitch about a few. But frankly, DK's so fucked up right now. I don't even got no clue if I even made $5. I really got no fucking clue. But hey, three things. I ain't gonna really bitch about much because the rankings were on par, probably 85%. So shit happens. The three guys I'm done fucking with. Chase Elliott. I know somebody in the Discord said second place sucks. It's not that it's the second place. He didn't win. He didn't leave nowhere near enough points, and he didn't get it done. I mean, if you can't get it done at the starting second, I mean, damn, I think the proof is in the pudding already. We have the all-star race now. Second, Matty D. He fucking sucks. Plain and simple. He fucking sucks. Pardon my language. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
You can say fuck.
That much. I know it's going to go on YouTube. 3, Almirola. I know he was kind of in the mix in the top 15 for a minute, but at the end of the day, they fucked up and they finished bad again. I'm done wasting money on those clowns unless the money comes down. It's a price versus points versus good direction. That's all I got. Much love. Y'all take care.
First off, Wes, where the fuck are you? It sounds like you're either in a shopping mall in the 80s or a casino. I can't really tell. Wes, let us know in the Discord where you were when you recorded this message. Going off into what you're talking about, though, big shout out to Drew. Again, yeah, the rankings, they were about 85. I know there was a couple of drivers that were on there that didn't hit the way we wanted them to. It's racing. It's NASCAR. For the past 4 weeks, been killing the fucking game. We had a down week. Shit happens. every week we pick back up and we keep moving, we keep trucking, we don't stop. You know, losers lose, winners never quit. So we're in that category. Talking about your three drivers, the drivers that you're done with, obviously Chase Elliott. I mean, the thing with Chase is he started in P2. He's a Hendrick car. He's been fast. Larson was faster. Hendrick is dominating. And yeah, like, I mean, who's to say that, if Chase would have been handed that team, or if he would have been in first place, if he could have got it done, I'll be real. I'll be real with you. Even if Chase would have been in first place, Larson was going to beat that ass. Like his car, his driving style, Larson has figured it out on road. For him to be able to hit Sonoma like that, and then we already saw what was going on at Coda. Like, obviously, they have been discussing and sharing tips. And I actually got to talk to Kyle after the race about what the competitiveness is like inside of, the Hendrick garage. And and you can catch that on Twitter. You can watch that. I put it up on Twitter, Instagram, and our Facebook page. Yeah, we have a Facebook page. But Larson was winning that race, man. Like I really don't think it would have mattered where he would have started. He was just so good and so fast. So yeah, Chase Elliott, he definitely is having a championship hangover, and he's definitely not the best driver in the Hendrick stable anymore. And we did see that today. Are we done with Chase Elliott? If he qualifies the way, or lands, where he's at, I mean, he's just kind of wedged in that weird gap for DFS now where he's qualifying, anywhere between second and fifth. And for him not to be able to get it done in a road course, I mean, I don't think he's ever actually won at Sonoma. But when we get to Watkins Glen, his first win, somewhere he's won, I think that's when we will really know, is Chase got the fear in his head? Is there something going on? Is he being challenged by Kyle? And is that eating at him? We'll figure that out when we get there. So am I done with Chase Elliott? We'll see. Wes is done. Wes is done for now. But we'll see how things shake out. These bad spells, they don't always last long. Kyle said it himself, post race. We still got a long way to go. Teams rise and teams fade. So I truly think if that organization with Hendrick, they're going to figure something out with that 9 team. They're figuring it out week to week. It's just hit or miss. See what happens. I'm not going to say I'm done with Bill's boy by any means because there's still a long way to go. But Wes, if you want to be done with him, that's fine. The next guy that you say you're done with, and now this one I will probably say that I'm low key with you, is Matt DiBenedetto. I am honestly shocked. DiBenedetto's just mediocrity. He has such a good track record at Sonoma. And, I had very high hopes for him today. I wrote about him in premium. I at least thought that we would see Matty D finish inside the top 10. Uh, Maybe they just had a bad day. I haven't looked deeper into the stats, but it's not acceptable. And I feel like shit on my part for even writing him up as a premium play. But again, that's racing. I thought that he was the right move. Thought it was the right call to play him, and it just didn't shake out that way. So, I don't really know like what to do or say at this point about it. I mean, you start 17th, you finish 23rd at a track that you've been really good at. I just think that there's so much in with Matty D mentally, or in his personal life or whatever it may be, that there's something that keeps him in a bubble. I can't quite put my finger on it. The Wood Brothers, the 21 team, yeah, it's kind of like the redheaded stepchild of Penske, but it's still Penske equipment, and we've seen him get good finishes. So I just think that like the time for excuses for Matt is just kind of over, and he knows that Cindric's coming for that seat. You would just think that there'd be a little bit more fire under that ass, and it's just not. I mean, I'm looking at the season stats right now. Uh, in 16 races, 2 top fives. Um, you expect more. You expect more from a guy that is literally trying to prove, and maybe he'll pick it up. We're right here at the All-Star break. We still got a little ways to go. Maybe he'll pick up some steam. Maybe something will happen. I still think his best shot to win is at a super speedway at this point. I would have hoped it would have been different, but it's not. Um, and I think Wes talked about Almirola. Can't really remember now because getting caught up on Elliott and De Benedetto, but Almirola was the biggest gamble we took on the DFS preview show this week. Wrote about him in free picks. Another guy with a great record. SHR sucked. But when you start that far back, when you're starting 26, you're like, this dude could easily get a top 15 at least. And he was running up there for a while, but it did not stick and finished 27th, one spot back from where he started. I don't care who you are anymore. If you still think that SHR is going to have a comeback, you're fucking mistaken. Literally looking at the finishing order today, Chase Briscoe is the only one that looks like has a shot at doing fucking anything. Kevin Harvick just keeps getting shit on over and over and over again. And it's because old Uncle Tony here, old Tony Poop Pants, he's busy with SRX and trying to get Haley Deegan to fucking drive race cars in his Camping World SRX series. Tony's pissed at NASCAR. I don't think he gives a fuck. I really don't. And when you take a step back to look at this, like if you're trying to start your own racing league, I mean, you want to be competitive, but I think the Bristol thing just really was the straw that broke the camel's back for fucking Tony Stewart. And Stewart Haas is in this weird space. We're all the way at the All-Star break and nothing's changed. I don't know if they didn't care to change shit. So it's a really weird thing, a really weird time to be a Stewart Haas racing driver. Briscoe is the only one that seems to be doing anything. And today at the road course, I mean, I really do think that the skill is trying to show. The cars are just trash. So really don't know. I wouldn't want to think that anybody would purposely not be competitive, especially with all that money on the line. It's just, they're not, I don't know if maybe they put enough thought or time into trying to keep up this season. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I had the answers. And if I find the answers, I'll tell you. But Wes, thanks for calling. As always, Wes. And please don't forget to tell us where the hell you were. Some shopping mall in the 80s or something. I don't know. Next voicemail.
Fuck, man. I was so high on JGR this weekend. Hendricks. What are they putting in that fuel? Holy shit. Somebody needs to check that shit out. I don't know. I guess just bet Larson and Elliott and Bowman every fucking week from now on. Team Hendrick, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Later.
Pretty sure that was Troy. Shout out to Troy. I feel your pain, Troy. Yeah, we were high on JGR too, man. It sucks. And like Truex still showed out. I mean, they don't have the power that Hendrick has. And yeah, I'll tell you what they're putting in the fuel, Troy. It's a little bit of the Canal special. Chad Canals is up high in the offices now, and all that shit that he was brewing up with Jimmy back in the day has trickled its way up instead of trickling down. But it trickled up. Now it is trickling down, and all the Jimmy power is over 4 cars. 4 cars, not just 1 car, 4 cars. It amazes me sometimes just sitting back thinking about how Kyle Larson is running the 5 car, which was the 48 car. And Jimmy Johnson was that washed if this car was that good. And maybe it wasn't that good. But now that Chad's in the big booth, maybe all the cars got better. I don't know. Conspiracy theories. Cheating Chad. Who knows? I don't want to say they're cheating. I don't know if they're cheating. But they're fast. They're fast as fuck. There's been other drivers win, though, this year. So, I mean, it is what it is. Kyle Larson's just fucking good. Chase Elliott's good. Not as good as Kyle Larson right now. That's for sure. Alex Bowman was fucking frustrated today. But yeah, JGR, man, Kyle Busch, they were there. They were there. They were right around there. It's just they can't keep up. Just a shitty week. Shitty week overall is what it is. Troy, thank you for calling though, man. Appreciate it as always. Appreciate the garage fam. And if you ever want to call the hotline, the number is 929-430-GGFS. So I'll dive into a little bit more of this race. Let's go over some of these guys and where they finished and how they did. One, the biggest mover is actually behind me over here. Oh, Lurkin Kurt. Back in the SHR days, Lurkin Kurt he just appeared one day in the Duke Cannon Mobile Garage, and he's just been lurking ever since. Shout out to him though. Finished P6 today. Huge place differential. You definitely wanted to have Kurt in your DFS lineups. Another one, Ross Chastain. It's like CGR just kind of like popped up today and said, hey, fuck them RCR boys. Give us a damn engine, Rick Hendrick, now. And they popped back up. Chastain fucking spun out, literally had an altercation, spun out, and then ended up staying right there. Like, Chastain's a good fucking road course racer. There's nothing else to say about that. Like, the dude is damn good. Kurt, like I said, they had it today. They were on their game. They're not as good as everybody else, but 29 and 30 is where Chastain and Busch both started, and they both finished inside the top 10. That's fucking incredible. Hell of a day for Chip Ganassi Racing, which also used to be DEI, which I also saw a post today where the DEI planes are still being flown. Crazy shit. Look it up. But huge day for CGR. Love to see it. Another good place differential play, obviously Martin Truex Jr. You wanted to have him. You had to. We thought he could win. He almost did. It didn't happen. Hendrick was faster. Sucks. Logano somehow ended up with a top 5. He played the strategy card. If Logano would just learn how to fucking use the brakes at a road course, he'd be killing it. Killing the fucking game. He'd be winning. Crazy. Hamlin, I'm getting worried about Denny. Started P4, finished 8th. Like, I think Denny's confidence is getting chipped at. He's getting yelled at by Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan's pissed off that Bubba's not doing that great. Shout out. I mean, Bubba got 1 place differential point today. I think that the business side of shit is stressing Denny out. Denny started off pretty fucking strong, but like, he had like 1 race, I think it was a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago, where he tweeted, he was like, speak it into existence. And that was the last positive thing I think I've seen or heard. And maybe I'm just not like being that alert about Denny on Twitter. But I don't know. Like, it's starting to worry me a little bit with Hamlin. Like, it's like he's losing his mojo or his confidence or something. Hope he can find a way to pop back up there. He's definitely becoming one of the weaker guys at Joe Gibbs this year, with Kyle kind of stepping back in. And I have to remind everybody, I made a statement beginning of the year. I said Kyle Busch is going to get 6 wins this year. Maybe throughout all the races, Xfinity and Cup. Maybe that's what I meant, but I'm not a liar, so it's not what I meant. So we got a long way to go. I might have been a little off, but I don't know if he's winning 6, but he's definitely doing better than last year. I'll say that much. Another driver that had really good place differential points was Eric Jones. Started 18th, finished 11th. Not the best place differential, but pretty fucking good. Briscoe, 25th to 17th. It was one of my premium picks. Actually, was one of the free picks, not premium. He wasn't a preem boy. He was a free boy. So you should have had him. It was free. Um, LaJoy, 22nd to 18th. Trying to find some of these other big movers. James Davison, 32nd to 25th. Not too big, but it is what it is. So for the Rick Ware boys. There was a point where Cody Ware was fucking murdering. I was tripping the fuck out. I was like, yo, what is happening here, Cody? And then he wrecks Ryan Preece out at the end, and that really hurt my heart because I had a decent amount of Ryan Preece, who finished 21st after starting 27th. Could have been worse. Take what we can get. I think the biggest letdown for me today was Tyler Reddick. Started 10th, finished 19th. They just had some issues with RCR. I think Austin Dillon early on had the battery issue. If you played Austin today, you were fucked. That dude's face was red as shit after that thing because his battery went out, his cooling went out. He didn't have any fucking AC. Shit was hilarious. But Reddick had muscled that thing up there for a while. He just could not hang. Ended up finished 19th. Hate to see it. But yeah, it's safe to say the biggest movers of the day. Like if you didn't have CGR in your lineups, you were pretty much fucked. I don't know what the odds were for them for top 10. I'm sure that they were like not super duper great, but if you could, I'm sure there was some books out there that slept on it. But just huge day for CGR, and I mean the rest of the story is this. It's this simple. Kyle Larson's fucking back. He's doing all of this without a sponsor, without a major sponsor. He's sponsored by Rick Hendrick, and we all know Rick's got a lot of money. My dad is one of those guys. He likes to talk about money a lot, about the people that have a lot of money. And Rick Hendrick, he's got a lot of money. They do. They got a lot of fucking money, obviously, because Kyle Larson is just killing the game with a HendrickCars.com car. The car is sick, don't get me wrong. It's a sexy car. But when are we going to get Kyle Larson a sponsor? He's had Nation's Guard. I can't remember the name of the company that had him for the Coke 600. I know Valvoline's going to get on board. When are we going to get him a consistent business other than the team that he races for? They don't really need it, but you would think that there would be companies out there that would see that, hey, this guy is killing it, constantly on camera, marketing fucking tip top. Everybody's holding on to everything that happened. And it's a sensitive subject. It is. Somebody's got to talk about it. Might as well be me. We're in a time right now where the past is the past. America is kind of in this cool state of healing, which I love. People are starting to people aren't really wearing masks anymore. Life's getting a little bit back to normal. Everybody's kind of like going out, vibing, doing things. It's been great to be out at these races and see people just having a good time. We're in this weird limbo of life, with cancel culture and everything else going on, which is fucking comedy. When you really sit back and look at everything from a different type of lens, it's just like, this is funny to watch. It's funny to watch. What happened with Kyle last year, not a good thing, not a cool thing. It's not something that I'm about. But I fucking love Kyle. You know? And Kyle did what he had to do. And he didn't do it because he had to. He did it because he wanted to. People learn, people change. So that's the beauty of life, and that's what makes life great. Is that the time that you're here, you have a choice to stay one track minded or to explore this great, big, beautiful world that we live in. And through that time and the things that you learn, the education, how you educate yourself, opinions change, people change, everything changes. Everything is in a constant state of change. So, what I would just want to say to companies right now that were, and that might even be, it might not even be the case. I don't know. They may have people calling out the ass trying to get on that car, and maybe Rick's just like, we don't fucking need it. Fuck it. HendrickCars.com, baby, let's go. And if that's fine, if that's the case, that's great. But if not, whoever watches this, whatever happens with this podcast episode, with what I'm saying right now, whether somebody wants to take it, clip what I'm saying, put it somewhere. If you're a company that is, wanting to get into NASCAR, it's a great time. A lot of tech companies, we've had the Instacart 500. That was badass. We have a lot of apps that are getting into the sport, and we need that. NASCAR needs that. Don't shy away from a guy that made a mistake, owned up to his mistake, did something about it, made a fucking difference, started an organization, has racked up a ton of fucking cheddar, given back with that organization. Don't shun him because of something he did. Everybody has done shit in their life. Whether it's saying what Kyle said last year, calling somebody an offensive name, other than that, making somebody feel bad about themselves in any way, shape, or form. There has been a time in everybody's life where we've all probably done some shit like that. And we're either still pieces of shit that never learned, or we've grown from it and we've learned, we've educated ourselves, and we've gotten better. Don't be afraid to take chances on human beings. That's all I really have to say. The dude is a champion. He's a great guy. He's a winner. If you're a company that's looking to get into NASCAR, I encourage you, reach out to Hendrick. If you've got the money, you're going to get all the fucking airtime you could ever want. And that 5 car is fucking lit. It's so good to see the 5 back on track. And I know I sound like the biggest Kyle Larson fan or dick sucker, whatever you want to call me right now. But all I'm saying is it wouldn't have mattered if it was Kyle, if it was Kurt, some of the shit he's done in his day. Jeff Gordon, if it would have been him, if it were Chase Elliott, it wouldn't matter, because I'd be sitting here right now saying the same thing about him, because I have respect for every one of those drivers in that field. I don't have a driver. I'm unbiased. But it does feel weird. It kind of stings a little bit to see a guy doing that and what he's doing out there on the track right now. Made history 2 weeks in a row. And there's not a company flocking and wanting to be a part of that on a consistent basis. It's just kind of strange. Just wanted to speak my mind on it. Forgiveness is everything. Love over fear. And as Dale says on the tour sometimes, and as the great Jackie Moon once said, everybody love everybody. Yeah, and that's really all I got. This has probably been one of the more different shows, but it's been a different day because I lost a fuck ton of money, and that's all I got. So, Garage Fam, we're gonna bounce back next week. Dale and I will be back on tour. Camera guy Cody Cody, the camera guy. We're going to be seeing him, and we're also going to be chilling with Racetrack Rob from Shitty Coolers over the next 4 stops. So we've got Texas All-Star Race, Nashville. Yeah, we coming for Nashville, baby. Taking another week, and then we're going to be going to Road America, and then Atlanta, and then that's going to be it. So 4 more races. If you're going to be, if you want to see us, you want to come by and chill, definitely get to one of those races. You know, you guys can hit me up anytime at Garage Guy Chase. Follow at Garage Guys FS. The Discord is free. Follow Chef Boy at Chef Boy Ardeen. Follow Dale Tanhart at Dale Tanhart. None but love for the Garage fam, for everybody that fucks with us. Appreciate you as always. Hope you enjoyed the show. And we'll see you this weekend. The All-Star Race. Sports Profit Repeat.
It's the Garage Guys. 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 It's the Garage Guys.